Wrestling Theology presents Cruel Summer in Carmel, Indiana on June 10th at Mercy Road Church. Doors open at 5 p.m. Get ready for this explosive showdown between former champion Jeremy Hadley and reigning Belt of Truth champion Apollo Star. Hadley has launched a relentless campaign to challenge Star, even resorting to hacking his social medias. Apollo is coming off a big win over Brian Pillman Jr., but will Jeremy Hadley's campaign be successful? Experience the clash of these two competitors as they step into the ring this Saturday. Wrestling Theology presents Cruel Summer, where legends are made. Be there on June 10th to witness the fight for truth.
That's right, Apollo. Guess what? Remember when your Facebook got all hacked and it was messaging all kinds of people? It wasn't me that did it, but I know someone. And that's right, that was my first step. Because I'm on my campaign for the gold. And I'm not stopping until you give me my shot. That right there, that was step one. You can give me my shot or this will continue. Apollo, I'm not hearing anything from you. Apollo, it's almost like you're not respecting your president. It's almost like you don't take me seriously. Maybe I gotta take more drastic measures. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta start? I gotta meme you some more on Facebook? What do you want, Apollo? Because I've told you what I want. I will not stop until I'm WTF champion. And I'm gonna go through you, and I will do whatever it takes to get you to finally give me what I want.
I seen your promo, and I see you out here kicking and screaming and carrying on, and I don't know exactly what you said because it was a bit much for me. But I'm pretty sure it was something like, you used to have this, and you don't have it, and you can't have it back because it's mine, and you're going to do and say anything you can to try to get it back and try to get an advantage. But ain't no advantages for you over here, cuz. This is my Wrestling Theology Fellowship Belt of Truth. So apropos, because everybody know that Uncle Q is the truth in the ring, and the ring don't lie. June 10th, Mercy Road Church, Carmel, Indiana. Jeremy Hadley, you got to see me in the ring, and the ring is going to tell you that you can't have this belt back. Because your wrestling is not more better than the Timeless Technician, aka Fine Wine, better than I was when you saw me last time. Mr. Mo Better Wrestling, Poison, Apollo, Star. Save your energy.
Hello, this is Tito Santana. Come on and join the Wrestling Theology community. Arriba!
Wrestling Theology Fellowship fans, can't get enough of the wrestling action? Check out previous Wrestling Theology Fellowship shows at wrestlingtheologyfellowship.pivotshare.com and get your Wrestling Theology Fellowship t-shirts and other apparel at wrestlingtheology.bigcartel.com.
It's a night you won't want to miss, Wrestling Theology fans. Chuckles the Clown and Anthony Toatelli, the reigning tag team champions, are in for the fight for their lives. But there's one catch: Toatelli is unable to be at the event. Warhorse, two monstrous, big and powerful men who want their tag titles back, are the challengers. But there's more to this story than meets the eye. The evil general manager, Tony Dynamite, is still seething with anger over his defeat by Chuckles the Clown in a one-on-one match back in March. And now he's thrown a curveball and demands that Chuckles defend the tag team championship all by himself. Will Chuckles have to face Warhorse in a daunting handicap match, or will he find a partner to join forces with him before the bell rings? Be in Carmel, Indiana on Saturday to find out.
Wrestling Theology Fellowship fans, it is myself, Anthony Toatelli. I know it's been a little bit since I've seen you guys, and I just wanted to make an announcement that on June 10th, due to some prior obligations and another event, I will be unable to attend. However, I am looking forward to still seeing you guys when I am able to come back and return to WTF and defend the tag team titles with my partner, friend, Chuckles. So best of luck to Chuckles in his match on June 10th. I'm sure he's going to kill it, and I can't wait to see you guys when I get back to WTF.
Wrestling Theology Fellowship. It's your general manager, Tony Dynamite here. Just to give you some news, we are less than 2 weeks away from our next show in Carmel, Indiana. And I have been informed that Anthony Toatelli will not be joining us. So, hey, Chuckles, remember that match we had? Yep. You're now going to go 1-on-2 against Warhorse. Have fun, Chuckles. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? This is the moonshine sipping, deer skinning, beer drinking, Johnny Cash listening, SOB straight out of Middle Tennessee. That's right, the Cowboy James Storm, and you are watching Wrestling Theology. And if you're not, sorry about your luck. It's going down. Everybody get ready, going down.
This Saturday is a battle where revenge hangs in the balance. Back in March, a match filled with controversy against Adam Rorges, the Space Cowboy, Stacey Alexander, fell victim to an interference from Dylan Cole and General Manager Tony Dynamite. The United States Championship slipped through his fingers, but revenge is what's on Stacey's mind now. Fueled by anger and a burning desire for payback, Stacey Alexander challenged Dylan Cole to a no-holds-barred, no-disqualification showdown. But little did Stacey know he may have walked into a trap. Dylan Cole, cunning and conniving as he is, has the power to turn the tables. With no disqualification stipulation, he could legally transform this match into a 2-on-1 handicap encounter by allowing General Manager Tony Dynamite to get involved. Don't miss out on this clash between the Space Cowboy and Dylan Cole at Wrestling Theology Presents Cruel Summer this Saturday in Carmel, Indiana.
Both men relock up.
Pretty much the same outcome as before. Rogers again with the cheap shot and rolls to the outside. Fool me once, shame on you, but at this point, maybe Stacey should start expecting this from Adam Rogers.
And maybe it's strategy on Rogers' part, trying to bait Stacey into making a larger mistake, because clearly, in a collar and elbow tie-up, Stacey is more likely to win that test of strength, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it definitely is a bait from Rogers for sure. Looks like he wants to do it again. Third time's the charm. Nope, not quite. Big celebration on the chop there.
But it was more of a glancing blow, and yeah.
Yep, that one wasn't.
Celebrating a little early.
Rogers collapses. If Rogers gets a vote, I think he votes no on doing it again. Nonetheless, there's another.
Whoa!
Collapsing his chest.
Stacey providing a stencil for a new tattoo for Adam Rogers.
Stacey breaking well before the count there.
A standing senton bomb style splash and a combination ending in a clothesline.
He's falls to the mat. Stacey trying to pull him up on the apron. Oh, gets guillotined down. Rogers maybe baited him in again there. Trying to capitalize now. Big kicks laying in on Alexander. Rogers backs off a little bit, but back in it right now. Punches and kicks to the back. Oh, drapes the neck of Stacey Alexander across the rope. Applies pressure, pulls the rope up. All the way to the count of 4. Taking full advantage of that illegal maneuver.
And what a 365 days that Stacey Alexander's had. He retired Jock Sampson, at least for a while, until Tony brought him back and he left again here tonight. He was victorious, winning the abdicated U.S. Championship. And in general, just having a great go of it here over the last year plus in wrestling theology.
Absolutely, yeah. Has had a stellar run leading to, the United States title, as you said. But, of course, when you're on a high like Stacey is, you have lots of people gunning for you, gunning for your spot. And Rorges, to his credit, has also had a lot of good showings. Stacey maybe fading here.
The big congratulations, Stacey Alexander, making a debut with the new NWA Wrestling Alliance recently.
Congratulations. Oh. Stacey up. Has Rorges up. Oh, Rorges, I think, rakes the eyes to get down there.
Big back elbow.
Stacey dazed. Oh, catches a boot. Rorges goes for a pin. Little slow, maybe. Crowd at ringside calling out the hair pulling they're seeing. Fortunately, official Donovan didn't see it.
Oh, Stacey driving the chin into the crown of his head.
Oh, Stacey rocked. Rorges rocked. Trading huge forearms here. Oh, blocked. Stacey trying to turn some things around. Shoves Rorges into the corner. Rorges out, gets taken down.
Inverted atomic drop.
Oh, Rorges feeling that one. Attempt to toss him outside. Rorges hangs on the apron. This is where, smart of Stacey to pull him back in. The apron is definitely where Rorges has proven to be most dangerous.
Stacey hip tossing Adam Rorges over the top rope back into the ring.
Stacey has him by the throat.
Goozle going for the choke slam. Hits it.
Huge choke slam. It's easy to forget just how tall Stacey Alexander is until he hits a move like that. And you see how high off the ground his opponent gets.
6'5", plus the height of his arm. Adam Rorges was easily over 8 feet in the air.
Rorges dodges.
Oh, standing super kick. Stacey is rocked.
Rorges going up to the top. What does he have in mind here? Stacey turns around, comes in. Rorges jumps over. Oh. Having a knee issue. Donovan giving him space. Right thing to do is check him out, make sure this match can continue.
Wait a second. Dylan Cole is here.
Oh, come on.
Dylan Cole is just attacked. And Adam gets the 3 count.
Unbelievable. What is Dylan Cole doing? Oh, and Dylan Cole and Tony Dynamite high-fiving back here. Adam Rorges, your new champion. thanks in no small part to one Dylan Cole with the kendo stick. Stacey Alexander is out of it right now, but one has to imagine he's not going to be too happy with the likes of Dylan Cole when he regains some composure. And we have a new champion. Adam Rorges, your new United States champion.
Is Tony recruiting?
We'll see here. Who knows why this happened? What in the world Tony and Dylan have in mind? Is Rorges a new member of the stable? They're certainly friendly after that. Stacey Alexander has his hat back on, back at his feet. Stacey just sitting at ringside.
I understand that when I beat you in 3 minutes a couple shows ago, that might have made you a little upset. But I operate with a certain level of sportsmanlikeness that I kind of thought you would adhere to. Apparently not. So I have made the decision in the last 86 seconds or so. The next show in June, I guess I don't care about the U.S. belt as long as you're still standing on 2 feet. So if you want it, baby, you got it, June. I want to say the 10th. I'm not exactly sure, but if you're going to stand here running and treat like some kind of bozo, I suppose we should just do a match fight that you particularly might like. So, folks in the audience, how do we feel about a no disqualification match today? What do you think about that? Take your stick, you can have this microphone, and tell everybody here if you're not too chicken,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official.
Wrestling Theology Fellowship fans, follow us on social media at Twitter and Instagram at Wrestling Theo and on Facebook at WTF Wrestling Theology.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the best tag team in the universe, the Lucha Brothers.
You heard Wrestling Theology. You know what?
The charismatic Adam Rorges has captured the Wrestling Theology United States Championship, but his first title defense will be no walk in the park. The friend of Stacey, Space Cowboy Stacey Alexander, who Adam Rorges defeated the championship for, his friend Cam Walker will be the challenger for the United States Championship. Cam's motivations run deep, and Cam seeks not only for revenge for his fallen comrade, but also to fulfill his desires for championship glory. Witness the championship clash of two fierce competitors as Adam Rorges defends the United States Championship against the determined Cam Walker, who will emerge victorious at Wrestling Theology Presents Cruel Summer this Saturday night.
Hi everybody, it's Kylie Ray here, and I just wanted to say, come out and join us at the Wrestling Theology, and the whole community, just come out and join us, please. Thank you.
How's everybody doing tonight? I know this is a family-friendly you guys, but is that okay? Yeah. Okay. In fact, I want to let you in behind my lens a little bit. And also I want to invite you, as I said, to the depths of my dark room. I want to share with you a story tonight that happened to me at Christmas time. Something that God did. And much like a photograph from a dark room, I pray that a picture comes from it that encourages you, inspires you, and also even challenges you tonight. And so, before I tell you what happened at Christmas time, I had to go back 2 months prior. You see, I went back to the East Coast where I grew up. I was visiting family and friends, and I worked for a campus ministry, and I was visiting ministry supporters. Well, there was another reason that I had to go back to my hometown, to my neighborhood. I had to go back to my neighborhood where I grew up, to my house, and I had to do some business with the Lord. You see, about 40 years prior, I was abused by a friend of mine. And I had to do some business with the Lord in order to let that go. I had not told anybody this until this past October. And so I went back to my neighborhood. It was very surreal. It was a beautiful day, sunny, not a cloud in the sky, just a really beautiful, calm day. And I went back to my neighborhood and walked around, and I did shed some tears, and I just said, Lord, this happened to me, take it away. And there was just a calm that I felt there that was just so surreal. And so that was the first thing I had to do. The second thing I had to do was I needed to tell somebody. Because like I said, I kept this in for 40 years. And one of the first people that I told was my dad. And that was a really healing moment, redemptive moment. And so I left that area to come back to Indiana, feeling like I did what I needed to do. Little did I know, God had other plans. So like Paul Harvey said, there's the rest of the story. So fast forward to a week before Christmas, I get a email from the ministry I work for, and they were talking, and it was about a donation that I had received. Well, this donation was from the guy that did this to me some 40 years ago. And I was just floored. I was like, how is this even possible? I've not had any contact with this guy. I don't have his phone number, email, we're not connected on social media, he's not getting my monthly newsletters. And so I was like, how is this even possible? And then I remembered that we had a mutual connection. And so I contacted this connection and I said, hey, by the way, I got a donation from so-and-so. Any idea how he got my information? And I wasn't mad at this person. And they said, yeah, well, God has really been working on this guy's heart. And he was asking about you. And I told him what you were doing, and he really resonated with what you were doing. And so I sent him your information. I said, that's great. Okay, that's fine. Well, what happened next was I was at a crossroads, because what happened next, I had a choice with what I was going to do with that. So the person said to me, well, I've got his number right here. Why don't you give him a call? He'd love to connect with you. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's see what's going on here. I see where this is going. And so I took his number. And on Christmas Eve around 7 o'clock, I gave him a call. And it was really awkward at first. You know, I haven't spoken to you in probably 25, 30 years. You know, thank you for the donation. You know, very surface level conversation. But then in the back of my mind, God is like, this really isn't about any kind of donation. You know why you called. And so I said to him, I said, you know, I went back to our neighborhood. A few months back, I had to do business with the Lord because there was a lot of hard, painful, shameful, just really hard things in my life that I just had to let go. And as soon as I said this, he starts weeping. And I said, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? And he's like, I am so profusely sorry that happened. And I said to him, I said, you know what? I forgave you years ago in my head and in my heart. But you need to hear from me right here and right now that you're forgiven. That the enemy is not going to get this match. You are forgiven. We are redeeming and restoring this relationship right here, right now. And he's crying, and I'm crying, and he's like, I can't even begin to tell you, you know, understand what you're telling me. And I tell you guys, outside of a relationship with Jesus Christ, I wouldn't have been able to do that. And so tonight, I want to pray for 3 sets of individuals tonight, because wrestling's about 1, 2, 3, so I figured let's pray for 3 different people. And if you feel led, if God's moving in your heart, and you just need to do business with the Lord, then go for it. But the first person I want to pray for tonight are the people that have never made a decision to follow Jesus as their Lord and Savior. You see, Christ said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Apart from him, I wouldn't be able to make that call. Apart from him, I wouldn't have been able to provide that forgiveness. And so it all starts with a relationship with Jesus. And maybe some of you have been wrestling with God and with Jesus, and you've been trying to do life on your own. But much like a wrestling match, Jesus is here. He's not pushing himself out, but he wants you to tag him into your life. And maybe that's you tonight. Maybe you're ready to say, look, I've got a lot of wrestling matches in my life. I'm ready to tag Jesus in. Second person I want to pray for tonight is the person who needs to forgive somebody else. Maybe something's happened to you, someone's done something to you, and you're holding on to that unforgiveness. Now maybe you're able to forgive that person, maybe not, but you still have those chains of unforgiveness that are just weighing you down. And Jesus is here to say, I want you to lay those at the foot of the cross tonight. And the third person I want to pray for tonight is a person who has sinned against another, who has harmed somebody else. You say, well, you don't know what I've done. I'm unforgivable. I've done X, Y, or Z. You know what? The guy that did that to me, he is now a friend of mine. Why? Because of what Jesus did on the cross. He is now my friend again because of what Jesus did. You are not too far gone that God can't redeem you and forgive you. And maybe you're holding on to those chains tonight where you can't even forgive yourself. Well, Jesus is saying, lay those at the foot of my cross tonight. So I want to pray for us. And if God's moving in your heart, obviously do business with the Lord. Anybody here from Mercy Road would love to talk to you afterward. I would love to talk to you afterward. Let me pray for us. Dear God, thank you for loving us so much that you meet us where we are and as we are. But Lord, you love us too much to leave us as we are and where we are. I pray for each person in this room and in the back, wherever they are with you, Lord. Wherever they are with forgiveness, wherever they are with trying to forgive somebody or something that's been done to them. I pray, Lord, that number one, that they would come to know you as Lord and Savior. Number two, I pray for the person that needs to forgive someone tonight. I pray that you would just provide that opportunity for them to forgive whomever, whether it's in person or even if it's just through you. And for the third person, Lord, I pray that they would be redeemed tonight, that they would realize that forgiveness comes through Jesus, and that you can redeem them and restore them, because you are in the business of forgiveness. You are in the business of redemption and restoration. That is who you are. And we celebrate that. And we celebrate that next month at Easter. That's the whole reason why we had Easter. That's why Jesus took those sins on the cross, for your sins and mine. I pray that you would just move in hearts of people tonight, and that you would be glorified. In Christ's name, amen.
Wrestling Theology Fellowship fans, if you want to get involved and join our street team or join our community of wrestling fans, contact us on social media, on Instagram or Twitter at Wrestling Theo, on Facebook at WTF Wrestling Theology Fellowship, or email us at wrestlingtheology@gmail.com.
What's up, wrestling fans? You're kicking in with your boys, Alpha Jr., LA Smooth, the Sons of Samoa from the world-famous Samoan Dynasty, and we're kicking it with our boys at Wrestling Theology.
That's right. And you know what? You want a place to go and watch wrestling and get closer to the Lord. And that's the thing we talk about right now. Things are going on in this world, and we need to get closer to the Lord. And if you like wrestling, Wrestling Theology is where to go. You got the Sons of Samoa telling you, be there.
And all glory and honor goes to him Almighty.
That's right.
It's a battle between two formidable competitors with everything on the line. Juwan Thomas, a dominant force in wrestling theology, finds himself in the midst of a challenging period, struggling to regain his winning ways, while the newcomer, Cassius Starr, is bursting onto the scene with a momentum-building victory against Jock Sampson, resulting in Sampson's banishment from wrestling theology and Indiana forever. Juwan knows he needs this win to regain his foothold, but Cassius, the new kid on the block, is determined to keep his momentum rolling. Witness the clash of two determined warriors as Juwan Thomas battles Cassius Starr, who will emerge victorious in the Wrestling Theology Presents Cruel Summer.
Jock says he's not wasting his voice on these people, giving the instructions to ring announcer Johnny Foltz instead.
Jock Sampson has informed me to tell you, in the impossible event that he loses the Use Your Open Challenge, he will give away his guaranteed contract. He will leave Wrestling Theology and will never wrestle in the state of Indiana again. So we have someone in the back from Indiana willing to accept the Use Your Open Challenge.
All right. The challenge has been issued. Oh. We've got somebody here. I don't think I recognize the music. I'm as confused here. I'm not sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Indianapolis, Indiana, he is the eminent prince, the son of Apollo Star. This is Cassius
Oh, Jock certainly got an opponent.
Since you were a little boy. Hang on a second here, I'm talking. Ever since you were a little boy, you used to come up to me in the locker room and said, Uncle Jock, will you play with me? And I would take care of you. And we would pass the softball, the football around, and we would get to hang out, and I would protect you when your father wasn't around. So what you want to do right now is come out here and take on your uncle after everything that I have done for you. So I'm going to put it this way. Your father, I know he's going to stay in the back, okay? And he's not going to be here to protect you when Uncle Jock smacks you around here in front of all these people. Shut your freaking mouth, kid. So listen, this is going to happen tonight, and you're not going to work for WTF. Why don't you shut your freaking mic off? So why don't we do this? Take your stuff off. Take it off. Take your robe off. Uncle Jock's going to give you the beating of a lifetime. Come on.
Jock calling himself Uncle Jock. Jock's opponent here tonight, Cassius Star, the son of Apollo Star. And Jock claiming that he's known Cassius since he was a little boy, took care of him, like an uncle to him. But now he's going to show him the beating of a lifetime. We'll see. Cassius, typical Jock confidence here. Jeremy, it looks like we have a new star, pun intended, here in Wrestling Theology Fellowship.
Apollo Star, Wrestling Theology's champion, holder of the Belt of Truth, Apollo's son, making his singles debut here in Wrestling Theology. And what an opportunity. Jock, who had previously lost the Loser Leaves Town match, well, not quite. He made a wager, much like this one, that he lost. back at the behest of General Manager Tony Dynamite.
A huge contract.
Huge contract. And then immediately wagers it for an open challenge. Which I get the confidence, but
I think Jock might have a gambling problem.
Right. All risk, no reward.
Yeah. We talked about it earlier. Jock is one of those guys that, listen, he's talented, but his confidence knows no bounds, and he is a complete believer in the abilities that he thinks that he has. We all know Jock can lose. We've seen it. Jock is not aware of this fact.
Cassius, collar and elbow tie-up with Jock Sampson.
Jock showing off on his clean break. Oh, tries to get one over on Cassius.
Cassius knew what was coming.
Oh. Definitely his father's son. Jock looks like he's ready to
Just
take this seriously.
steaming like a bull in a Looney Tunes cartoon. And I believe everything he said, that Jock would play with young Cassius when Apollo had a match, and is definitely annoyed that Cassius would dare challenge him, but why wouldn't Cassius make a name for himself?
Absolutely.
Get a whole bunch of Tony Dynamite's guaranteed money.
Cassius up. Wow.
Using the second rope as a springboard for a missile dropkick.
The leaping ability here of Cassius. Incredible.
Jock calling a timeout, much like Ohio State earlier. That won't be enough.
Cassius looking to fly. Oh! All right.
The crowd gasped as Cassius hit the ground hard, but he took Jock out in the process.
Listen, they don't call it high risk for nothing. Cassius is looking a little shook, but climbing back into the ring.
Easily giving up, upwards of 100 pounds on Jock.
Jock to his feet, but not quite ready yet. Whoa, Cassius attempting to lift.
A body slam?
I think that's where that was headed. Jock with a single
Maybe he
elbow.
did knock himself silly. Textbook. Cassius, to his credit, fought the entire time.
Cassius lucky this isn't a body slam challenge. Just like that, Jock Sampson has turned the tide.
Cassius would not have won the $10,000 from Bobby Heenan.
No. Our official calling for an open fist, something we definitely weren't seeing from Jock. Once again, up, looking for another body slam, I think. There's another one.
Jock taking time to explain to the camera that Jock has the control over body slams, which I don't disagree with.
Cassius just turned inside out here with these body slams. Oh, raking the back. Just to be a jerk. Cassius making his way to his feet. Jock's ready. Oh, catches Jock unaware. Blows to the midsection. Oh, thumb to the eye. Oh, Cassius's yelp. Hopefully he can still see. Jock was on commentary earlier, and preaching about you got to stay on your opponent. As soon as you get the upper hand, you got to keep pressing. The exact opposite of what Jock does in the ring. As we see here, taking the time to yell at the fans at ringside.
He's not the consummate player coach.
No. Oh, my goodness. Those huge hands against the smaller frame of Cassius just echoing throughout the Mercy Road Church here. Jock trying to get a slow clap going.
In a mocking fashion, Jock is smirking that the crowd is following his lead.
Oh!
Which Jock frequently is, playing the crowd like a fiddle.
Yep.
Cassius calling for a slam again.
Oh! Listen, I don't want to discredit Cassius, but maybe the body slam plan should be abandoned here. Jock Sampson is not a small competitor.
I agree fully. Respect the tenacity. Question the game plan.
Absolutely.
Still, to play advocate for a second, could you imagine the shock on Jock's face if Cassius body slams in?
I am here for seeing that. Wrestling Theology CEO Rich Abbott sitting ringside here. Also, I think hoping to see Jock lose his contract, get body slammed by Cassius.
Cassius turned inside out from that clothesline. How is he going to take down? Jock's bigger, stronger. Cassius has got speed, but he keeps going for power moves.
Yeah. Look, Cassius clearly walked out here with a plan. He knew what he was coming into. I'm curious to know whether that plan is still in action or whether Cassius is finding himself outclassed.
Jock has taken off the elbow sleeves.
Jock arguing with the fans at ringside. I believe the topic is whether or not he sucks. Cassius hasn't moved here. Big elbow. Cassius gets out of the way in the nick of time.
Calling for the 740, but nobody answered. Cassius trying to will himself back into this match. Shake off the cobwebs and mount.
Oh. Cassius is up. Hey, Jock is up.
Hope-fueled comeback.
Freight train coming. Cassius gets the boot up. Once again, repels Jock. Cassius back up. Has Jock draped in the turnbuckle. Forearm. Big splash.
Cassius, blood flowing, confidence building. 1, 2.
And the last one, 10. Once again, Cassius calling for the slam. Not deterred.
Jock is staggered, though.
Oh, closer. Oh, Cassius holding his back. I don't think it's the play, kid. Oh, once again, Jock gonna just show off.
Jock taking time in the middle of this body slam to personally insult fans at ringside. Could Cassius capitalize here?
Oh, Cassius fights out. Oh, Jock into the turnbuckle. He's dazed. Oh!
Oh, he
yeah! Cassius does it. He goes to the top.
Fans, do you believe in miracles?
Cassius flies.
Ho ho!
He wins! He wins!
Foreman beats Fraser. Cassius Star has won.
Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Hoosier Open Challenge and recipient of Jock Sampson's contract, Cassius
Cassius Star has his hand raised, goes over and gets greeted by Rich Abbott and the rest of the fans at Wrestling Theology Fellowship.
Hey, this is Axe and Smash of Demolition. We want to make sure that everybody pays attention and take notice of Wrestling Theology in Indianapolis and especially all through Indiana.
One of the greatest shows around, isn't it, Axe?
Come out and give us your support.
The Women's Championship is on the line as the fierce and fearless Charlie Cruel returns to defend her title. Charlie has proven her mettle, conquering the likes of Queen Aminata, Ari Alexander, Blair Onyx, and even the general manager, Tony Dynamite. She has left a trail of defeated foes in her wake. But now a rising star emerges, Reese Ramon. She caught the attention of Wrestling Theology matchmakers with her impressive skills and undeniable talent. Will Charlie's reign of dominance continue, or will Reese make a stunning impact in her very first match? Don't miss all the action-packed battles for the Wrestling Theology Cruel Summer this Saturday night.
Not out, so maybe the awkward fall took a little wind out of him.
Pillman not letting him in, following him to the outside instead. Now, you and I both know Apollo Star is a dangerous man on the outside of a ring. Pillman definitely has the upper hand here, but we'll see how long that might last. Apollo. Oh, Pillman. Ooh. If you couldn't see there, Pillman just dropping Apollo on the knee on that ring apron, that hard part of the ring.
And fans, it's been said to where it's become a bit of a meme that the apron's the hardest part of the ring. But that's legitimately the case, especially on the sides of the ring where all the boards are lined up, because they can be jagged and the padding shifts.
Pillman catches bare metal with his slap.
Even in a glancing blow, you could break a bone that way.
Easily.
Oh, Dragon Screw leg whip outside the ring, just wrenching that already injured knee.
Great job from official Donovan getting out there, checking on Apollo. Donovan says that Apollo can continue, but boy, from my vantage point, things are looking pretty rough.
And the Pillman family is no stranger to leg injuries, so it is darkly poetic that Pillman has targeted the knee and lower leg of Poison Apollo Star, and maybe we didn't see the camera angle. Maybe Apollo's knee hit the floor, and that caused Pillman to zero in on it.
And to your point earlier, we saw the apron get pulled away, and we see the jagged boards you were talking about sticking out right where Apollo hit his knee on the apron.
As great announcers have said, this is not ballet, fans, and while the hardest part of the ring has become a bit of a meme, it is 100% true, and this is one of the reasons why.
Oof. Pillman doing the best he can to continue working on that leg, that compromised leg.
And Apollo shifting legs. That big boot came from the right leg. Oh!
Impressive from Pillman.
Roll through into a half crab and is just cinching the injured knee and lower leg of Apollo Star.
Apollo is maybe within arm's reach here. He's so close.
And fans, that's the left leg. Apollo is wearing different colored knee pads. Oh, that gold knee pad might as well be a target.
Just wrapped that knee up in the ropes. Pillman is out for blood here in this match.
And 100% targeted.
Oh.
Yeah, we made passing reference earlier to when Juwan Thomas used the chair around Paragon as threatening to Pillman on his Paragon. But here we are. Pillman is Pillmanizing Apollo's leg in real time in this match.
Oh.
And Pillman himself, no stranger to a knee injury. It took him out of his early career for a long time.
That's a great point, yeah. So
missed his original debut at Wrestling Theology.
Yes,
pushed back his debut in MLW and even probably the WWE.
So he, of all people, would definitely know the pain that he's inflicting on Apollo Star right now. And right as Apollo makes his way to his feet, Pillman is there, whipping him to the ropes.
Oh, and Apollo didn't even try to dodge. Clothesline, chop, snapmare. Snap kick to the spine. Donovan quickly sliding into position, but just a 1 count. Apollo has that much fight left in him.
Pillman also just paintbrushing Apollo in that pin. Just a little bit of insult there to go with it.
Body scissors with a chin lock. And fans, this is interesting. This is going to continue to sap energy from Apollo. But one of the ways you would escape this is to bridge up, and Apollo has lost the use of one of his legs.
So as you can see, he's rolling. That's sort of the one tool he has left here.
But as you pointed out, he was in the middle of the ring, so each roll, there was enough room in the ring that he wasn't able to grab a rope. I don't think Apollo is going to submit, but this is going to be tough to get out of, and how much energy is he going to expend in the process?
Referee Donovan checking on Apollo. 2 fails here. He's still in it somehow. He's trying to rally, using his good leg to gain some momentum. Almost to his feet somehow. Pillman trying to beat him back down.
Front face lock, big. Oh, almost a jackhammer.
The fight in Apollo is absolutely incredible. Nearly any other man in that ring with Pillman would have been done. That would have been 3. You can count to 10. Apollo Star is a rare kind.
He is showing the true tenacity of a champion. And Pillman, just measuring Apollo Star up. If nothing else, Uncle Q is putting on a clinic about just tenacity and willpower in this match. Apollo caught the kick, but in the process waited too long, and Pillman immediately countered, rolling through back into the half Boston Crab.
We talked about that compromised leg, that golden knee pad. Well, take a look at which one Pillman has.
And see right there, Pillman pulled Apollo back into the middle of the ring. You might have thought, why didn't Apollo reach out? Because already Pillman was pulling, and from the plank position, Apollo didn't want to raise his arm and give up the ability to grab the bottom rope. And right there, that chess move between the two of them. Pillman won the encounter, but you could see. Ouch. Is it an attack? Pillman just doing curls with Apollo's leg. Oh!
Pillman almost gets caught there. Pillman, of course, we saw as well, getting a little frustrated with fans cheering for Apollo Star.
And credit to Apollo, knowing that Pillman might go, oh!
Pillman's dazed.
Swinging neck breaker into a crusher. And credit to Apollo for guessing that Pillman would raise him up so much that he could roll through and get a pinning combination on Brian Pillman if he went back to the well. You know, that's Peyton Manning shades of scouting your opponents.
Absolutely.
And Apollo, he hit a side suplex. It was awkward, but he wasn't able to get as much lift as he normally could off the injured leg.
Now Apollo's got to figure out how to capitalize on one good leg here. Apollo stalking behind Pillman. He's trying. Oh, fighting for the control of that second arm.
That Huff Nelson hammerlock variant. Oh!
Wait a minute.
Pillman, I don't know if it was intentional or accidental, just ripped the turnbuckle off, trying to escape from the combination. And shades of Ric Flair. Oh! The atomic drop on the knee, leg whip back to that half Boston Crab.
That's been such a devastating maneuver for Pillman this entire match.
Fans, the turnbuckle has gone flying. A member of a fan has taken control of it. But those are held on with zip ties. I don't know if they broke or what.
Yeah, I'm not sure if either competitor in the ring, certainly Donovan, I don't think anyone's aware. Okay, Donovan, I think, has realized.
Donovan spotted it. You're right, Donovan spotted it, but there's nothing he's going to be able to do about it. Will that be a factor here? And Pillman is just taunting.
I think if Pillman didn't know it was gone before, I think he saw Donovan recognize it. Wow. Apollo. Referee Donovan doesn't. Oh!
Oh!
Our official catches a super kick. 2, 3. There's no one to count.
Donovan hit. Shotgun going off.
Donovan doesn't know where he is. He just caught it. Oh!
And
another
Apollo
super for Apollo.
Just
Apollo
a 2
kicks
count.
Out. Incredible recovery here from referee Donovan.
And Pillman working off of instinct. I think if he'd attacked the knee, Apollo might not have. Oh!
Into that turnbuckle. 2.999.
Wow! Apollo into the submission.
Pillman taps.
He taps.
Apollo Star retains the Wrestling Theology Fellowship Belt of Truth. Absolutely incredible showing here. Apollo Star had everything beaten out of him. Brian Pillman slowly, methodically worked on that leg of Apollo Star. But that fighting spirit, that champion's tenacity pulled through. And Apollo stands tall at the end of the night. Still your Wrestling Theology Fellowship champion.